Mr. Moore, the defendant is your cousin.
Correct.
And your complaint alleges the following. You say that there came a time when she and her two children were having some difficulties, housing difficulties, and you allowed them to move in with you.
Correct.
When was that?
A little over 2 years ago.
Month and year.
January 2015.
And when did she leave?
April of this year, 2016.
So she stayed with you quite a while.
She did.
And from the time she moved in with her two children, did she pay you the $200 rent that you agreed that she would pay?
No, she did not.
Did she pay you at all?
No, she did not.
So she lived with you from January of 2015 to April 2016 and didn't pay you any rent?
That's correct.
And how much rent was she supposed to pay you?
Originally, we had set up a payment plan for her to pay, for us to go Dutch every other month. I pay January, she paid February. I pay March, she paid April.
How much was the rent?
Originally $775 a month.
You were asking for 3 months unpaid rent, but she lived with you, according to you, for over a year and never paid
Her
any
children
rent.
didn't stay with her at first.
What difference does that make?
It made the difference of the fact that I had to make a lot of sacrifices financially at work. I had to make a lot of sacrifices as far as family member and transportation.
I see. I'm not crazy about this case at all. Do you understand?
What do you
If
mean?
you let her live with you for 13 or 14 or 15 months,
Yeah.
and she didn't pay you any rent, and you had an agreement for $200 worth of rent,
Right.
then you forgave the rent. I don't want to hear anything about rent. Rent is gone. Now, next we're going to talk about when she moved out. It is your claim that she took property that didn't belong to her.
Correct.
What property did she take?
Clothing.
Okay. Well, she says that she did laundry, that the laundry all got messed up, and she returned the items of yours that got mixed up with her laundry. After she moved out, did she ever return any items to you?
That's not correct at all.
Just a second. What clothing items do you allege that she took from you?
Boots, blue jeans.
Just as did you take his boots and blue jeans?
I never took the boots, but when I washed and did laundry before I left, I might have took a few items from him, but I put them in a bag and I gave them back to him. He received that stuff back, so I don't...
Next! What else? I mean, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is nonsense. What else do you think that she took from you?
She took rims that I paid for individually, $110 for each rim. And I put them in her vehicle. They were there just until I was able to get the funds for me to be able to put them on my car. I come home from work one day, they're not in her car. She doesn't have any idea where they are. She admitted to it.
Neither do I. Well, she admitted to what?
I've got some evidence here, Your Honor.
You mean that she stole the stuff
That
of yours?
she either stole, sold, threw out, or gave them away to her friends.
Well,
That's a whole nother story. She's got a few friends and she likes them.
When did you put the rims in her car? What month and year?
The month that she put the rims in there was...
Not she put them in. You put them in. You say you bought the rims and put them in her car.
2015.
I'm not interested in 2015.